Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and
that's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, y'all, Rick's Mountain Morning Show. Hey, it is about that time for the hot spot. Sitting in for the Brat. We got the one and only Maria Moore. Good morning.
Good morning, Rickey. It was a very inspiring weekend. The NAACP Image Awards was held this past Saturday in Los Angeles, and some of our favorites took home major trophies. Keke Palmer was named Entertainer of the Year, beating out Cynthia Erivo, Kendrick Lamar, Kevin Hart, and Shannon Sharp. She didn't think she was going to win, but she gave a very empowering speech, and here's what she had to say.
You know, you don't always have to ask at a seat at nobody's table. Just make your own table with your folks. You know what I'm saying? I've been in this industry for 20 years. Nobody has uplifted me more than you all, the people in this room. I remember when Akilah and the Bee first came out and it didn't do well in the theaters, and it was when it became available on DVD that you all made it the classic that it is. And so it's important that we remember that what we choose and what we deem as important is enough.
It's been so inspiring to see her grow into a woman, from Akilah and the Bee to who she is now. That was beautiful. She also won Outstanding Host in a reality competition, game show or variety series or special for the reboot of Password. Beyonce won Outstanding Album and Outstanding Female Artist. This is Bee's first win in that category, which puts her in a tie with Whitney Houston for the most awards in that category in the show's history. Chris Brown was a winner. He won Outstanding Male Artist for the fourth time. That put him in tie with Usher for second place among all winners in this category. Rickey, did you see former Vice President Kamala Harris? She received the Chairman's Award. Dave Chappelle, that was really nice.
So nice and classy, and so good to see her in a good light after she's been dragged for these past, couple of months.
Yes, and she spoke so eloquently. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
It just put chills through me.
Yeah. She gave a very uplifting message. Dave Chappelle became the first comedian to receive the President's Award. Kendrick Lamar, winner again this year, this time for Outstanding Hip-Hop Rap Song and Outstanding Music Video Visual Album. And Doechii won Outstanding New Artist, just to name a few. So congratulations to all of the winners. Of course, there's a lot of recaps online of some of those moments at Rickey's Smiley Morning Show on Instagram.
And I just want to add, and Gary, the vice president's speech really put tears in your eyes?
Yes, Rickey, because first of all, I was so glad to see her. First of all, it was so touching seeing her at the award show. But I'm going to talk more about that stuff in the TV.
And then Maria, right after that, he posted a picture of some women fighting in Popeye's chicken.
Oh, no,
man, you ain't genuine, man. Rick, you ain't genuine. Maria, you heard what he said.
My God.
He said the vice president's speech put tears in his eyes. And right after that, you posted a picture of some women fighting in Popeye's chicken talking about some prey.
That's
you ain't genuine.
Not
man.
at all. Not at all.
That. Well, I had to cry and then go to the prayer the next one. Jesus.
You just all over the place, Gary.
Yes, I told you I didn't take my lithium. I can't wait to get off. Honey, I need it today.
But Gary, they whooped in that video. They whooped in that.
Oh. Love that chicken, baby.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
so hot and
that's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
Hey, Rob.
yeah, dog.
Hey, Rob. What hair Craig used to say?
He said it's like throwing a hot dog down the hallway.
My Lord.
Hey, Super Dave. Super Dave. He said going behind Steve smelled like putting a Hot Wheel car in a real garage.
Good morning, radio family. I'm Maria Moore sitting in for the Brat, and here's what's going on in the hot spot. All right, so Drake and Party Next Door's new album, Some Sexist Songs for You, has officially knocked Kendrick Lamar's GNC album from the top spot on the Billboard 200. So I'm sure Drake is pretty excited about this, considering all of the publicity that Kendrick Lamar's been getting. This is Drake's 14th album to top the chart, and it sold 246,000 units in its debut week on sale. Drake is is now tied with Jay-Z and Taylor Swift for being the solo artist with the most #1 albums in the charts near 70-year history. Only the Beatles with 19 have more. So congratulations goes out to Drake. Finally a win in such a long time. In other news, very sad news, Biggie's mom has passed away. Valletta Wallace, mother of the late Notorious B.I.G., passed away. She died on Friday morning at the age of 72. She reportedly had been in hospice care and passed away due to natural causes. Of course, she was born in Jamaica, moved to New York, where she raised her son, Christopher Wallace. We know him as Biggie, Notorious B.I.G., in the Brooklyn borough. She was an educator and teaching preschool. She launched the Christopher Wallace Memorial Foundation back in 1997 to serve as a vehicle for giving back to the community. And she recently talked about her son. Here's what she had to say.
Christopher was just a different person around me. I mean, you all know Notorious B.I.G., Biggie Small, Big Papa. I knew Christopher, the warm, loving, generous son who calls me mommy, who calls me mom, who calls me mother dearest when he's upset with me.
So endearing.
Yeah, we had an opportunity to, remember when she came to the studio, we was at on 97.9 The Beat?
Yes, sir, man.
And we interviewed her and spent a lot of time with her, and that just really made me so sad because I just, sometimes I be thinking people be dying of a broken heart sometimes, because she was still young. Yeah. So I'm sorry to hear that. My condolences out to, her family.
Yeah, and it's awesome that she kept his legacy going. For the rest of her life, it's like that's what we knew her for. So definitely rest in peace to her. And then really quick, Rihanna is finally sharing some information with fans about her upcoming 9th album, which will be her first since Auntie in 2016. So there's no title or release date yet, but she dropped some hints as to the project's content in an interview with Harper's Bazaar. She said, I just cracked the code on what I really want to do for my next body of work. After a while, I looked at it and I was like, this much time away from music needs to count for the next thing everyone hears. It has to count. So we are definitely looking forward to that. So congratulations goes out to Riri with that new music on the way. For more information on these stories, go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com, and you can catch me on social media at Maria Moore. Coming up, Dwight Stone has a praise mixdown. That's next on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The hot spot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot
And that's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
Oh man, y'all, the legendary Grammy Award-winning Roberta Flack has passed away at the age of 88. She launched to stardom in the early 70s with Grammy-winning hits like The First Time I Ever Saw Your Face and Killing Me Softly. No cause of death has been cited, but she has had years of health challenges. She reportedly died peacefully at home, surrounded by her family. Roberta Flack broke boundaries and records. She was nominated for 14 Grammys and she won 5, along with the Lifetime Achievement Award back in 2020. She was a classically trained singer, pianist, educator, and she was a member of Delta Sigma Theta sorority. Rest in peace to Roberta Flack.
I'm really sad and heartbroken because this particular song that we playing right now, it just reminds me of my childhood, riding in the car with my mom.
Yes.
Right after my dad passed away, my mom would play this song all the time. Like after my dad died, she would play this all the time. Every time I hear it, it just reminds me of my mom, being in her 20s and young. And my mom had a little afro. We would listen to that all the way to the barbershop, all the way home from the barbershop. She always played this song.
Yes.
We had it on 8-track.
Legendary.
And the song that she made with Donny Hathaway and The First Time I Ever Seen Your Face.
Yes.
I have been, and this is my favorite version. I know everybody liked the version that Lauryn Hill made. Yeah, the Fugees made, but this is my favorite version of this song because it's so soft. The song is clean. It's beautiful.
Yes.
I be having Roberta Flack like on rotate sometimes, and I still listen to her music to this day. I love her, and she would definitely be missed. She's definitely one of my all-time favorites. I love Roberta Flack.
Absolutely. Beautiful voice. Beautiful voice. All right, y'all, let's get into this hot spot. Jermaine Dupri is firing back after Michael Jackson's song The Lady in My Life was named one of the 50 terrible songs on great albums by Rolling Stone magazine. Now, Rolling Stone criticized the song for not measuring up. No, I'm dead serious. They criticized the song.
Your mama. Your mama. That's the only thing we know how to say. Whoever said that song is whatever you just said, your mama.
Exactly. And that is why JD is upset. They said it's not measuring up to other iconic songs on the Thriller album. They are crazy.
Man.
The article
Crazy
said, let me tell you,
this
the
song
article
right
said,
here, this is the first time you realize Michael Jackson was a pimp. Go ahead, bro.
Yes, don't you go nowhere. Yes.
Come on.
What? The article said, y'all, wait a minute.
Y'all not going to play in his face as he rests in peace.
The article said he delivered a strong vocal, but it's in service of a song that has no business being on the same album as Billie Jean, Beat It, Human Nature, Thriller, and Wanna Be Starting Something. So JD took to social media calling out Rolling Stone, saying this is the reason R&B music no longer gets the love that it's supposed to. The Grammys don't televise the categories. And then one of our longest lasting music publications at Rolling Stone prints some BS like this. Whoever wrote this needs to be thrown out of the building. And I believe that we all agree. What are they talking about?
That's insane.
That is insane.
That's insane.
How dare they do Michael Jackson?
Gotta be some
like
14-year-old white kid wrote that.
Yeah, it's somebody
Who don't know that this song is a
nothing about
legendary
life.
classic.
Come on now. Come on now.
And if you listen to this song, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Michael Jackson really sings like this song makes you emotional.
Yes.
Like, I'm not even trying to be funny.
does.
This song literally makes you like tear up when you listen to this song. You play this song.
We love those other Michael Jackson songs, but this one has the vibrato, the control, the relaxing, the pimp, and Michael Jackson is on this song.
You literally should be fired for writing this
talking
for a
about?
magazine. You should lose your job.
Right.
Yeah, they're gonna stop playing in Michael Jackson's face.
We gotta go, y'all. For more information on
Shout
these
out to
stories,
you,
go to
Jermaine Dupri. Thank you for standing there. You are the Martin Luther King of Michael Jackson.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BRA18.
Oh man, the legendary Grammy Award-winning Roberta Flack has passed away at the age of 88. She launched to stardom in the early 70s with Grammy-winning hits like The First Time I Ever Saw Your Face and Killing Me Softly. No cause of death has been cited, but she's had years of health challenges. She reportedly died peacefully at home, surrounded by her family. Roberta Flack broke boundaries and records. She was nominated for 14 Grammys, and she won 5, along with the Lifetime Achievement Award back in 2020. By 15 years old, she'd earned a scholarship to Howard University, where she graduated in 1958 with a bachelor's degree in music education. She was a classically trained singer, pianist, educator, and she was a member of Delta Sigma Theta sorority. Rest in peace, Roberta Flack. You will be missed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and this is my favorite version of the song right here. Childhood song. Basically, your mama had a lot of grease on your face with your little afro riding around, going to downtown on a Saturday. My mom would play this over and over and over, and it's just such a memory of my childhood. She's one of my favorite, and this is my favorite version of the song. But the fact that they took it and remade it, and let you know how powerful and awesome this song was. And every song she made with Donny Hathaway, I absolutely love it. I love and respect Roberta Flack. So it's an honor to be living in the time where we had somebody like her. Rest in peace.
Yes, rest in peace. All right, y'all. Moving on, Jermaine Dupri. He is firing back after Michael Jackson's song "The Lady in My Life" was named one of the 50 of terrible songs on great albums by Rolling Stone magazine. Now, Rolling Stone criticized the song for not measuring up to other iconic songs on the Thriller album. The article said he delivered a strong vocal, but it's in service of a song that has no business being on the same album as Billie Jean, Beat It, Human Nature, Thriller, or Wanna Be Starting Something. JD took to social media to call out Rolling Stone, saying this is the reason R&B music no longer gets the love that it's supposed to. The Grammys don't televise the categories. And then one of our longest lasting music publications at Rolling Stone prints some BS like this. Whoever wrote this needs to be thrown out of the building.
I agree.
I absolutely agree.
It's
as well.
upsetting.
It is.
Hell, that album wouldn't be what it was if it weren't for this song.
Come on now.
What
This
kid
song-
wrote this right here, Special K?
Right.
I don't know, some 12-year-old somebody's son, child.
This is a song to let you know that Michael Jackson was a pimp.
But you know this,
Right
people
here.
don't understand. People don't appreciate the culture of the music of the 80s and the 90s and how really good that music was.
Yes.
That we still listen to it. You got yacht rock, you got yacht soul. We still listen to that music 30, 40 years later because it was that good.
Absolutely.
Now you name a song that's out right now that have this kind of love and feeling to it. Say, you will always be the lady of my life.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, Rick's Smiley Morning Show 29 before the top of the hour. Time for the hot spot. What up, Brat?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the Hot Spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, one of Diddy's attorneys has stepped down from his legal team. Anthony Rico released a short statement, saying he could no longer, under any circumstances, continue to effectively serve Combs. Sources with direct knowledge of the case say that Rico and Diddy's relationship, or lack thereof, became an issue. However, Rico's withdrawal will not delay the start of the Combs trial, which will begin in May, and he will continue to be represented by 5 other attorneys. Meanwhile, while touring in Australia this week, Drake pointed out a fan who was holding up a sign about his mother's upcoming cancer treatment, and Drake promised to take care of the entire bill, no matter how expensive it ended up being. Check this out.
Hey, make some noise for anybody in this world that's fighting any disease, but especially cancer, though. That's real soldiers, real gangsters. Let me tell you something, my man. I'm not even gonna put a number on it. Whatever you need for your mother's cancer treatment, I'm gonna take care of everything for you. I promise you. Love.
Wow. That's amazing. Well, also in Australia, he handed out a $20,000 to a pair of fans. He also gave $45,000 to somebody who upgraded, and he also upgraded to a pregnant fan, to VIP, and he blessed her with $30,000 ahead of her baby's arrival. So that's like over $100,000 that he then gave away, and he promised to pay for somebody's mother's cancer treatment. That's a lot of money, but I guess if you're making that much money, you know, that is very nice to bless others. You know, blessed is a cheerful giver. That's what we were always taught. And last but not least, y'all, Young Thug has announced his first live show since agreeing to a plea deal that finally got him out of jail. He's confirmed to be headlining in Les Ardentes, the festival in Belgium, on July 5th, and it will be the first time fans will be able to see him perform since his arrest in 2022. He has yet to comment on this announcement and still has no U.S. shows lined up, even though his plea deal conditions require him to put on 4 charity gigs per year. All right, y'all, we're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note, but coming up next, we got Rock T's HBC. You know who we repping today, Rock T.
We're going to shout out to the DF Dub, highlight that Paul Quinn College.
Hey.
Pimpin'. Let's get
There
it, man.
it
HBC, you know. That's next on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, 28 minutes after the hour, y'all. Time for the hot spot. What you got, Brat?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the Hot Spot where we bring you music, movies, and more, so let's get off into it. Well, Wu-Tang has announced the beginning of their final tour as a group. The first dates of the final tour, titled Wu-Tang Forever, The Final Chamber, will begin on June 6th and continue for approximately 26 more shows. Tickets go on sale this Friday, February 28th, and according to the group, the announced dates are just the beginning of the tour. There is no indication on exactly how long it will continue. Meanwhile, this spring, Coco Jones is going to be super busy because not only is she dropping her debut album, but she's also heading out on tour. The album will be out in April, and her North American tour starts in May. Shout out to Coco Jones because before she even dropped her first album, she was nominated for 2 Grammys for Best R&B Performance of the Year and Best R&B Song for Here We Go. Tickets for the Coco Jones show, the Why Not More tour, go on sale this Friday. So I think Coco Jones is going to give a great show. She was great when she came to see us, so we are rooting for her. Meanwhile, this thing with Drake, he was touring in Australia this week, and he pointed out a fan who was holding up a sign about his mother's upcoming cancer treatment, and Drake promised to take care of the entire bill, no matter how expensive it ended up being. Here's what happened.
Hey, make some noise for anybody in this world that's fighting any disease, but especially cancer, though. That's real soldiers, real gangsters. Let me tell you something, my man. I'm not even gonna put a number on it. Whatever you need for your mother's cancer treatment, I'm gonna take care of everything for you. I promise you. Love.
Wow. And while in Australia, he also handed out $20,000 to a pair of fans. He also gave $45,000 to somebody who upgraded to somebody else. $45,000, that's a lot of money. And then he upgraded a pregnant fan to VIP and then blessed her with $30,000 ahead of her baby's arrival. So
nice.
It's so good to see people who have so much just giving back freely like that. I give him so much props for that.
That's true.
It's good to see that. It makes you feel good.
Yeah, me too. I
Speaking
probably
of that,
would
Brat,
if
can I hold $1,500?
No, I don't have $1,500 for you to hold, bro.
Okay.
Is that the only reason why you gave the compliment?
Yeah.
Turn around and ask
That's
for something.
why.
Because I had texted her and she didn't reply. So,
What I would do though, if I was handing out money like this, I'd probably break it, not instead of $45,000, like give $10,000 to 20 more people. You know what I'm saying? So you can give everybody, more people, some money, but not you, Special K.
Damn.
All right, y'all. Moving on, y'all.
She said that nice.
She's so casual. Like, moving on.
There is a new black soap opera that just debuted on TV this week, and it's called Beyond the Gates, y'all. It's the first new soap opera that network TV has seen in decades. Beyond the Gates is set in an affluent, gated Maryland community, and we can expect to see the new soap opera to be full of drama, joy, and heartbreak. The main cast is predominantly black and is centered around 4 generations of the Dupree family, from a grandfather who's a civil rights icon to grandchildren who are social influencers. Beyond the Gates airs Monday on CBS and is the first new network soap since Passions premiered in 1999. Did y'all watch soap operas back in the day? Oh, you watched it yesterday?
I watched it yesterday. My friend Stephanie called me because she wanted me to find out what type of purses those women were carrying. And she said they put them on a table. And she said, what you call that table that you put those purses on? I'm like, well, girl, I'll try to find out. So I had to watch the whole show yesterday.
So did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was really cute. I like the cinematography. It's nice color and stuff. It was really good. So I guess
is it good like All My Children and stuff used to be?
So, we had to learn how to get into it. So, once I get into it.
Wait, when does it come on again?
It comes
CBS.
every day at 2 o'clock in the Atlanta area. It comes on at 2, 1 o'clock in Texas. So I don't know wherever you are.
What was the other black soap opera back in the day? Generations?
Something
like that.
Yeah, I think it was Generations. Yeah. So we'll see how long it lasts.
I hope it lasts. I didn't get to see it. I was going to ask you, was the acting pretty good?
Yeah, the acting was good. Clifton Davis was good. But of course, they have an alternative couple on there, a black guy with a white guy. So I guess the black people ain't loving each other still yet. But yeah, it was all right.
It was all right. All right, well, we're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note. For more information on these stories, you can go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. You can catch me on my social media at Brat. Coming up next, y'all, we got the White Stone with the Praise Mix Down. The time now is 28 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, Rick's Mountain Morning Show. It's the bottom of the hour. Turn up at the hot spot. What up, Brat?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot, but we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Grammy Award-winning singer Money Long is speaking out and sharing her story about her battle with lupus. Lupus is a chronic autoimmune disease that causes flare-ups that affects everybody that has it differently. Now, Money Long is 36 years old, and she says, like, my fingertips will start turning blue, my skin will get really pale, and I'll start looking super white, which is hard to imagine because I'm brown skinned. And while on tour with Chris Brown, she says she's not being a diva, but she had to take certain measures to ensure that her disease would not impact her ability to sing. For example, she couldn't have the air conditioning on in the buildings because she got too cold. She started coughing, and then she wouldn't be able to sing. Other celebrities who have been talking about having lupus are Toni Braxton, Nick Cannon, and Snoop Dogg's daughter, Corey Brodus. Moving on, once again, one Super Bowl was over. Master P did not hesitate, because not only was he accepted and as a position and with a position of basketball operations with the University of New Orleans, he also teamed up with the organization Team Hope to bless hundreds of New Orleans students with free laptops, Microsoft Office programs, and free tech support for years. He says the hip-hop culture should always uplift communities, and that's what he's doing, y'all. Take a listen.
We're connecting the kids with computers because it's all about financial literacy, and this is the way we bridge the wealth gap, getting our kids prepared. So that's what this day is about. They all getting free computers.
Now I could go home and do my schoolwork, study. I wasn't able to do that before, and I'm just so grateful for this.
Oh, that's what's up. Master P says he and Team Hope have been giving back for 25 years, and it'll be another 25 years of giving back, God willing. He's always doing something great for the community in New Orleans, for real, for real.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what's up. Okay, y'all, last but not least, newly surfaced photos of Kendrick Lamar from 2022 are going viral that show him sitting in a classroom at UCLA. In a couple of pics, he's dressed casually in various hoodies, and he's also seen checking his phone while at his desk, and in others, he appears to be diligently paying attention. Now, the pics were shared this week by a TikTok user, and people in the comments explain that this was in 2022. He was incredibly kind and humble. I didn't realize who he was at the time. I just saw people asking for photos, and I took some too. It wasn't until later that someone told me who he was. So that's what's up. I think you can never learn too much, and it's always cool to go back to school. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all, we're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note. But coming up next, why don't you hit us up with them wake-up calls, would you please, at 866-9-RICKEY. That's 866-9-RICKEY. And coming up next, we got Special K who got the news you absolutely positively cannot use. The time now is 26 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Yeah,
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
Catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
Boy, that thing moving today, boy. It's having a hot spot. What up, Brat?
What up, Rickey? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, y'all, Tasha Scott from Escape joined Chris Brown's Residuals Challenge, and she absolutely killed it, y'all. I hadn't seen a girl do one yet, and she murdered it. I saw it yesterday in my car on Instagram, and I was like, man, I showed my wife. She killed it. I was so happy because I felt like everything was going great. Well, anyway, she touched on rumors about her husband, Rocky, allegedly having a baby outside their marriage, and revealed that they've been separated for 2 years. Check this out.
Reading through them comments, they say he having a baby. I don't know who's lying. Maybe I was blind. And of course I miss my sister. This a crazy feeling. But y'all know family be needing time for healing.
Oh, wow.
Now, she also addressed the ongoing tension with her sister Tamika Scott, expressing that she misses her sister, and eventually they would discuss the residuals that have caused them friction. She also shared thoughts about being kicked out of Escape and calling it insane. Check this out.
Losing my sister was insane. Kicked out of my group and it's insane. Everybody in the media was tearing me down, down, down. I'm only human. Sis, you've got my word. We gon' have some words about the residual.
So, y'all, when I heard this, I got goosebumps. Me and my wife was in the car going crazy. I was like, oh, my God, everything is finna be worked out. She gonna talk to her sister. They gonna talk about the residuals. Well, y'all, we got Tamika Scott on the phone, and she gonna talk to us about some of the things that are going on, because I actually called her to make sure it was okay, to talk about this or whatever. So, Tamika had a little something to say. So, Meatball, good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, girl.
What up?
How are you? How are you?
I'm good.
Tell me what your reaction is to this, because I called you. I was happy. I was like, everything finna be worked out. And you said...
You know what? My sister's voice is undeniable. You know what I mean? I always said that she was my favorite singer. She's going to always be my favorite singer. She definitely ate vocally.
Yes.
But in real life, I think it's a genius marketing strategy for her new music. It really is. We haven't, talked. She hasn't called me. My number's the same. The address the same. So if this is real, sis, pull up. I'm cooking now. Pull up. Let's do breakfast. Because the last time I saw her at a family function, I was on the dance floor jamming. Her and my mom walked in, and when they saw me, they walked out. And that kind of crushed me a little bit because I felt like that was the proper. I feel like, you know, we around family.
Time.
And if any type of reconciliation, I felt like if she probably walked up to me, I probably would have just fell in her arms crying. But her and my mom, they walked out. So listen, my number is the same. My address is the same. Sis, pull up. Let's talk about these residuals. If this is, you know what I'm saying, real, let's talk about the residuals. But it's definitely a great marketing strategy for her new music that's coming out. And she sounds amazing.
She does sound amazing. And when she talked about the residuals, I thought she was talking about what we learned on the show when Rocky had changed the check and took your money or something like that.
Yeah. I thought that too. And I felt it until the end. And it's like, at first my heart was like, oh my gosh, she's singing to me. And at the very end, the way she looked at the camera like, And I was like, okay.
Oh, this is something else.
Yeah.
Dang,
I felt it until the end, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, just call me. And if she's listening, sis, you got my number. You got my number. You got my address. Pull up. Let's sit down. I'll cook you a good meal. I throw down. Let's sit down.
Right.
Let's talk about these residuals.
Maybe we can arrange our Spirit to meet up with y'all and have a conversation. You know, the therapist that's right there. She's always available and have helped a lot of families come back together. You know, just a good. But what you say, Brat?
I was going to say, I don't even think Tamika need that. I just feel like Tamika feel like if Tasha was ready to reconcile or fix it, she ready. Like she said, she would have fell into her arms, but they left. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was so happy because I thought this was bringing them back together when she did this. I didn't even think about it being for her new music that was coming out. I just thought she was pouring her heart out, you know?
Well, Tamika, you think since tomorrow's the last day of Black History Month, she might call the last day?
Hey, my phone is on, and she called. I would love to talk to her. The last time, before she changed her number, the last time I called her about the rumors and stuff, I was like, sis, forget what we're going through. I love you. We're going to get through this. I got cussed out. So, and then me and her started going back and forth on the text, and I was like, you know what?
Just forget it.
You know what? At the end of the day, I love you. I love you, and I'm praying for you, and I'm praying for her. I'm definitely praying for her mental. I'm praying for her, and I love my sister. Hands down. Y'all know I've always protected her.
Oh, yeah, we know.
And I will continue to protect her. Can't nobody say nothing about her to me. I love her. She ate on this Chris Brown challenge.
She ate. Oh, my God. She killed it. I never heard a girl do it, and she killed it. She absolutely killed it. Well, we're going to keep both of y'all in our prayers, man. We love both of y'all,
keep her
man.
In the prayers, 'cause her
Absolutely.
husband was in front of her house the other day. They ain't broke up. I wish that was true.
Oh!
Wait a minute, what?
Yeah. She said they ain't broke up.
Like, yeah, I had some friends call and say, he was jogging in front of the house the other day. And I was like, well, it's cool, but let's just pray for her mental and just pray that we can get this back together. And, thank y'all so much for y'all love and y'all support. Y'all always support us.
We love y'all.
Oh, yeah, we love y'all, for real.
We love y'all.
Oh, man, that's good stuff right there. But thank you, Brat. Appreciate that.
Yeah,
all right,
man,
y'all,
that's family right there.
One time, y'all give it up. Give it up. Show your love right now.
Tamika Scott. Meatball. All right, y'all, coming up, we got the praise mixed out with the White Stone. The time now is 36 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, it's the bottom of the hour, y'all. It's time for the hot spot. Brat, what's up?
What's up, Rickey? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the Hot Spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, y'all, the 97th Annual Academy Awards aired this weekend, and a few of the nominees that we cheering for are Coleman Domingo. He up for Best Actor in a Leading Role for his role in the movie Sing Sing. We got Cynthia Erivo. She's up for Best Actress in a Leading Role for her role in Wicked, but she's up against Zoe Saldana, y'all, in the same category for her role in Emilia Perez. Now, the Oscars will be live on ABC and Hulu at 7 p.m. Eastern this Sunday, and Conan O'Brien will be the host. Well, y'all, like I said, graduation season is near, and Emory University in Atlanta has tapped Grammy Award-winning icon Usher to deliver the keynote address at its 180th commencement. Congratulations on order to Usher, because he'll also receive an honorary doctorate of human letters degree from the university. He says he spent his whole life following his passion and trying to support the young people as they find and follow their own passion Fashions. He's set to give his commencement speech and accept his honorary doctorate on May 12th. Also, y'all need you to grab your popcorn and get ready to support a great film and a great cause starring Ashanti. She is returning to the big screen, yes, to confront the homelessness in a movie, No Address. That's in theaters nationwide today. This movie tells the truth and triumphs of homelessness and, finding triumph after tragedy. Well, here's what Ashanti had to say about the movie, y'all.
I'm Ashanti, and I play Violet in the movie No Address. And you don't want to miss this powerful story about humanity, hope, and resilience. Head to noaddressmovie.com to grab your tickets now and join us in becoming more aware about homelessness and how you can take action in your communities. We'll see you at the theater.
Oh, man, I'm so happy for her. This is not just, your regular film. You know what I'm saying? Like the same old, same old. This is actually addressing homelessness. So I can't wait to see how great she does in this movie. It was inspired by true events, y'all, and it's in theaters today. So congratulations again, Ashanti. Now, y'all, A$AP Rocky's accuser may have lost the criminal trial, but he is not backing down in his assault and battery lawsuit against A$AP Rocky. So a lawyer for the accuser, A$AP Relly, confirmed in a court hearing that they will move forward with the assault and battery suit that he filed in August from 2022 over the shooting incident. My thing is, this is probably a civil suit because he wants some money. Now, the suit was on hold as the criminal trial played out, y'all, but now that that's over, Relly's team want to move forward, and the judge has lifted the stay and set a trial date of January 12th, 2026. However, y'all, Rocky's lawyer does not believe there should be any trial based on the outcome of the recent one. What y'all think?
Well, people can always do a civil lawsuit regardless of if they lose or not. So we'll just, maybe, they probably just give him a check, Brad, and say, okay, here, let's just get this out the press. Here, take this check.
Hopefully
and
they
just
do,
move
but
on.
I bet he wants some ridiculous amount. He shouldn't because he lost.
Exactly.
So he should just take whatever they offer him, because if he go to trial, he could possibly lose because of the outcome of the criminal case.
Yep.
That's
so
crazy.
We're gonna see, honey.
All right, y'all, we're going to wrap up the hotspot on that note. But for more information on these stories and more, you can go to RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. You can catch me on my social media at Brat. The phone lines are open for the wake-up calls, y'all. Hit us up at 866-9-RICKEY. That's 866-9-RICKEY. The time now is 27 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Hot, drop it like it's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show is the bottom of the hour. Time for the hot spot. What up, Brat?
What up, Rickey? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, y'all, here we go again. Hip-hop music industry legend Kevin Liles. He's facing a sexual assault lawsuit from a woman who claims that he raped her when he was an exec back at Def Jam. He's being sued by this woman who has not been publicly identified. She said she began working for him back in 1999, and she claims that she was quickly subjected to repeated instances of sexual harassment from Kevin Liles from 2000 to 2002. The suit claims that he would constantly press his body against the woman's breast and grab her butt at work. Jane Doe says she continuously rejected Kevin Liles' sexual assault advances, but she claims he ultimately did this to her and raped her back in 2002. He has responded to this suit. He is definitely fighting back. He said, after nearly 40 years of service to our culture, I've intentionally built a reputation for doing things the right way, treating people the right way, and empowering women. He said it's a shameful reality that these lies spread so freely. My attorneys and I will fully clear my name, and when we are successful, this anonymous accuser and her attorney will face a legal defamation lawsuit and every other available legal consequence. So, hey, if something ain't true about you, I believe in fighting back. You know what I'm saying? Because I hate when people lie and they just get away with it. Then that bad news just travels all over the place like you guilty. And you are innocent until you proven guilty. All right, y'all, moving on. Philly-based rapper and host of the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast, Gilly the Kid, says that rapping is harder than a 9-to-5 job. Check out what he had to say.
A lot of rappers work way harder than a motherfucker that got a 9-to-5. Like, them know how to hustle. Then you be like, okay, they might not be the smartest motherfuckers in the world, but they put some smart motherfuckers around them and they hustle. Wake up, get to the studio at 1, you there all day, go to the club, leave that at 3:30, you right back in the studio, you leave that at 7, you waking the up at 12:30, you right back at the studio at 1.
Well, he right about that. It's hard work, for real. Like at least somebody on a 9 to 5, they have a regular schedule. You can sleep at night and go to work in the daytime. But for artists, like especially when they trying to get on and get their music out, you got to be in the studio all night. Then you might have to go to a club to make an appearance to get a little bit of money because you ain't making no money yet. Or you just got to go to the club to play your music and try to be heard. So it's a lot of work. It is a lot of work. So I absolutely agree with him. What y'all think?
Gary, go.
I mean,
you got an opinion.
Yeah, rap. I mean, it don't look. I mean, look like all you're just doing is saying words.
No, Gary, you got to get in the studio and write those words. You got to write it and hope to write a hit. Like some people write 3 or 4 and 5 songs before they come up with a hit or something that they satisfied with. It takes a lot of work, and you got to think and focus and get all the other stuff off your mind and try to focus on writing a hit record. Then when you do that, you got to promote the hit record. If people think it's a hit record or not, you want to know that too. So you got to go to the radio stations. You got to go to the clubs. You got to go everywhere. You got to promote it on your social media page. And if you got a life outside of that, you got to do all those things plus try to promote your project to get put out to make some money. Hopefully you can tour.
Is the focusing hard? Because half of the time y'all be high, look like, and it just be, you wonder if you... Well, you know, they smoke a lot of weed and stuff, and they be drinking. That's what I be seeing when the people be writing and producing music.
Everybody don't always smoke weed and drink, but if that's what they do to get them to be more creative, then more power to them. We just trying to survive out here in the game, just like he said, and you just proved what he said. It is a hustle.
Oh, every day I'm
hustling. You got to get naps
hustling.
in between.
And you got to try to take a nap in between. Lord have mercy, don't have no 1 or 2 year old child. And any other businesses going on, like you pretty much don't have no time to sleep. And sleep is important for real.
My Lord, that's just like doing the tea then. You got to focus and get it
out. You don't have to do that. You don't even be looking at the story.
Sit there and read stories.
Okay.
Whatever.
And then run to the damn mall. That's what you
all
do.
day.
Go to the mall.
All day.
Go buy all them damn clothes that you don't
go
need.
Go to commercial.
Clothes all in the living room.
Chairs everywhere.
You got a rack behind your toilet seat. Let your toilet seat up. You got a rack of clothes.
Yes.
Hey,
Dave.
Gary,
Gary 4